As of right now, Earth is the only place in the entire universe where we know for sure that life exists. We've searched far and wide: Mars, Venus, Titan, Europa, and so far, we've come up empty-handed. But when you stop and think about the fact that there are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth, and that almost every star has its own planets, it's hard to believe Earth is the only world with life. And we've found some pretty promising options, so let's take a journey to some of the most exciting exoplanets ever discovered. But these planets aren't dry and lifeless like Mars. These are superhabitable worlds. They're bigger, better, and potentially even more suitable for life than Earth itself. This first planet is considered one of the best candidates for a superhabitable world. It's a massive rocky planet, about twice the size of Earth. It orbits within the habitable zone of its star. That means the temperature is just right for liquid water to exist on the surface. And liquid water is one of the most important ingredients for life as we know it. Imagine a world so big that you could spend over 100 hours flying between continents. There would be far more land for life to spread and thrive compared to Earth. This planet also orbits a very special type of star. Our Sun is what's called a G-type main sequence star, often known as a yellow dwarf. Stars like this usually last around 10 billion years. Our Sun is already about halfway through its life. In roughly 5 billion years, it will expand into a red giant, and it could potentially consume Earth in the process. But the planet KOI 5715.01, a strange name I know, orbits an orange dwarf star. These stars are slightly smaller than our Sun, but they are far more stable. Some of them can last up to 70 billion years. Life on Earth has only been evolving for about 4 billion years. Can you imagine what life might look like after 70 billion years of evolution? That's the kind of timescale where you start thinking about advanced civilizations and Dyson spheres. As perfect as this planet sounds, and as much as you might want to move there right now, there's a catch. This planet is incredibly far away. We're talking about 3,000 light years from Earth. Even if we left today and somehow convinced NASA to lend us an Orion spacecraft, the trip would still take over 100,000 years. Maybe one day we'll build a ship fast enough to make that journey reasonable, but for now, all we can do is imagine what kind of life might exist there. Maybe we should check out something a little closer to home. Just 39 light years away, we find another potential refuge for life. 7 Earth-sized planets are packed tightly around their star. 3 of them orbit within the habitable zone. This is the TRAPPIST-1 system. It was first discovered in 2017. Since then, astronomers have spent years studying it in the search for life. Scientists found these planets by watching tiny dips in the star's brightness. Each dip happens when a planet passes in front of the star. This technique is called the transit method. These planets are much older than Earth. That means life there could have at least 3 billion years to evolve before Earth even fully formed. TRAPPIST-1e, the 4th planet from the star, is especially interesting. It's slightly smaller than Earth. It has conditions that could allow liquid water to exist on the surface. Scientists also believe it may have a thick, oxygen-rich atmosphere. That could make it even more life-friendly than Earth itself. But this system is very different from ours. The planets orbit a tiny red dwarf star, about the size of Jupiter. Because the star is much cooler than our Sun, the planets have to orbit very close. So close that the entire system would fit inside Mercury's orbit around the Sun. This creates some serious challenges. Scientists think these planets are tidally locked. That means one side is always facing the star and baking in heat. The other side is permanently frozen and dark. Under the right conditions, this could create a narrow band around the planet where life could survive. But what really blows my mind is what living there might look like. The planets are so close together that you'd see massive neighboring worlds filling the sky. You could vacation between planets like they were different countries. You might go skiing on TRAPPIST-1. And since it's only 39 light years away, maybe one day humans could actually go there. Next up is Kepler 452b, often called Earth 2.0. This planet is incredibly similar to Earth in many ways. It orbits a sun-like star once every 384 days. Each month would be exactly 32 days long, which honestly feels kind of perfect. Kepler 452b is classified as a super-Earth. It's about 50% larger than Earth. That means more land, bigger continents, and possibly more water. But there are downsides. Even though it's only 50% larger, it's 5 times more massive than Earth. That means gravity would feel about twice as strong. Everything, including you, would weigh twice as much. Still, it's not perfect. Its star is slightly older than our own. Older sun-like stars tend to become more energetic. That extra energy could slowly heat the planet. Over time, this could trigger a runaway greenhouse effect. That would turn the planet into something more like Venus, and that could wipe out life entirely. Our journey ends 600 light-years in the constellation Cygnus. Here, we find Kepler 22b. This is one of the most mysterious super-Earths ever discovered. It orbits comfortably within the habitable zone of its star. Observations suggest it may be a true water world. Imagine a massive global ocean covering a rocky core. That ocean could be hundreds of kilometers deep. Life may have evolved deep beneath the surface. Strange, alien creatures unlike anything on Earth. If humans ever reached Kepler 22b, we would likely be shocked by what we found. So, the real question is this: which of these planets would you choose to live on? For now, though, I think I'll stay right here on Earth.